All right, winter time. Unfortunately, I haven't been climbing because it's freezing cold, but I am looking to see if anybody wants to make an offer on this camper I have. We are trying to get rid of it because we have a new old camper. This huge thing packed. This thing fits any 6 or 8 foot bed. And if you are interested in making an offer, you can either email me at gunkclimber@gmail.com or you can message me on Instagram at gunkclimber. And let's check out the insides. Oh, yeah, there is air conditioning on the top, and I do have a solar panel on the top too. We'll check out the insides. Hey, what's up, buddy? Watch out, buddy. We're gonna show the insides. Are you coming in or out? All right, follow me in. All right.
You can lock and unlock the door. We just had the kid inside.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. We'll lock the doors. All right. We have, if anybody wants to make an offer on the goalzero, this thing's pretty nice. It gives you electricity when you're not plugged in. When you are plugged in, you can run the air conditioner, and there's electric outlets that you can plug things in. If I am plugged in, I usually have USB cord plugs that I can charge my phone, etc., which is kind of nice when you're sleeping at night. There is a vent to this wire right here. It goes to the solar panel, and that gives you the power that you need for the goalzero. The goalzero is actually running this light right now. That's what that plug is. That's the AC. The AC pulls more power. You can see, it tells you if there's like 100%, 80%, 60%, etc. The battery's full because we've had a lot of sun and I haven't used it recently, so it just keeps it charged. This will take up more. Like right now we're taking 8 watts. If you had a 12 volt, either a light or a fan, it'd probably take less than 8 watts. It's probably actually not pulling that much because we're also getting a lot of sunlight right now, so that's also probably charging as much as we're losing. There is a sink over here. I don't usually use it. I usually just bring in my own water, but it does work. It's a hand pump sink. So if you grease this up and just pump, it'll just pump water out. You put in a fresh tank right here, and you can put a gray water tank in below if you want to. They both work pretty well. There's tons of storage up top, up here that you can use, and there's a lot of storage underneath the seats. And I actually usually only have this set up as a bed, and then I have all the storage underneath, which works really well. Let me move some of these things. You can kind of see. Oh, not that one. That's where the electric is. There's a power face right here for your electric when you're actually plugged in from outside. There's fuses, etc. The rest of them should have just storage. This one has a small thing of storage. It's also where your wheel well is, so it's not as much. This one has the most. And then here's the plug. This plug plugs into the outside of the camper, and then the 12 volt, or not 12 volt, the normal 120 AC plug is on the other side, and that you just plug in anywhere, and that'll give you the power you need to run the air conditioner, etc. All right, so let's set up one of the beds here. Oh, and there's more storage over here. This whole thing's pretty much storage, which is great. Never had a problem with storage with all my climbing gear. So let's put that one on. Hold on, bud. Put this one on too. And these things are numbered. I don't think I have them in the right spot right now, but it'll work. All right. So these things slide out. Pop this down. Slide this one out. And pop this down. And yeah, there's extra storage in these things too. There's so much storage in this. I don't know you actually ever need it. But what I usually do is I usually put, I bought a memory foam for this, and put the memory foam down, and then usually I have tons of sleeping bags and stuff. And I'm 6'2", and this thing has plenty of room here. You can see if anybody's slept in a 6-foot bed before, watch your head, buddy. If anyone slept in a 6-foot bed, they know that you have to kind of sleep diagonal. With this thing, you don't have to worry about that. And it does fit a 6-foot bed truck. It just, you put the gate down and then the back end sits right on the gate, which is kind of nice. Let's go check out the outsides. And lock it, etc. All right. You coming out, bud? All right. These things do go up a lot higher. It's hitting our garage right now. You can also put something in here, it just holds it up, but these things you can replace. They're pretty cheap. I think you can get them at Pep Boys if you want to replace them. It on. Oh, by the way, I'm going to include this if you want it. You could build your own too. Building a frame is kind of a good idea. I do have the metal stands that hook into this thing, but the metal stands aren't very sturdy, and if this thing falls, you're never going to lift it back up. So you can either take this wooden stand if you want it, or you could build your own wooden stand. These things just slide in here, and you can just pick it up and slide it forward or backwards, whatever you want to do. It is nice to have a couple people to actually move it, but I have done it myself. Usually when I pull it off my truck, I will wet this frame, and it makes it a lot easier to slide on and off of your truck. And then what I usually do, I have these things go in here. This thing will lock to this so you don't lose it. And then I usually have this thing. You got to remember, this is for I have it set up for a 6-foot bed, so the back of your 6-foot truck would be about right here. So I usually have this thing, and this attaches to the pin on the floor of my 6-foot bed, and then you can tighten this and it keeps it on there and it will not move. But you can always adjust and build something new if you wanted to, but I found that this thing works pretty well just like this. Alright, I think that's about everything. Oh, there's 2 locks on this. You don't actually need to lock the bottom one. The top one goes over top of the bottom one, and now you can't open the bottom door, but you can, the key actually does lock both of them if you want it. So you can just key, lock, and then you can lock the bottom too. Maybe lock the bottom. Oh, there it goes. So now it's all locked, which is kind of nice. So, all right. So that's it. Hope to see you guys out there sometime soon, climbing some good climbs. Like I said, if anybody wants to make an offer, you can email me at gunkclimber at gmail.com or message me at Instagram at gunkclimber. Hope to see you guys soon, and let me know in the comments what you think or ask any questions you have. Thank you.